is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. What an opportunity! How unbecoming.
Windblade!
Animal test 6308. I need to make adjustments.
Passable effort. Passable effort. So quick to flee.
Don't blink.
Passable effort. Coming to be. You've made some progress.
Incoming.
Passable effort. Try this. Poor time. Burst forth. Poor timing. Coming to be!
Don't blink!
Voyager!
Speed of pain! With sword comes shadow.
Passable effort.
Windblade!
How unbecoming. Live!
Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Don't blink.
Coming to be all you like. Live! Moment of birth already. Coming to be. Poor time.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
Progress. Guess I should take you
Burst forth.
seriously. Good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Absorption, don't take my glasses.
Gotcha.
Swirl.
No
Mark
use
2.
hiding back
Animal
there.
test 6308.
Burst forth.
Speed of
Coming to be. Witness my great undertaking. Burst forth. You've got some skills. Live.
Stand clear.
Right. Coming to be. Crush you.
Nowhere to hide.
All you do is
Animal
run.
test 6308.
You've got some skills. Burst forth.
Stand clear.
Coming to be! Wind blade! No use hiding back there!
Animal hypostasis and you...
Feel this ancient power! You've got some skills! With the wind! Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing it to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it! My research has failed.
Coming to be.
Don't blink!
Burst forth. Die here. Coming to.
Absorption test.
Burst for moments of birth.
Stand clear. Speed of light.
Live. Come into being.
Don't break my glasses.
Die.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
Burst forth. Ha! Live! Wind blade!
Animal test 6308. Don't blink. Enhanced animal module 75.
Come into being. Live!
Speed of light. Absorption test.
Die here. Come into being.
Don't blink.
Live!
Speed of light. Stand clear. Absorption test.
Come into being. Witness my great undertaking. Wind blade. Live.
Don't cut to the chase.
Come into being. Die. Burst forth.
Animal test 63. Stand clear.
Live. Burst forth.
Absorption test.
Live. Wind blade.
Incoming. test 6308.
Die here. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Burst forth.
Speed of... Animal hypostasis emulation. Nowhere to hide.
Live!
Stand clear.
Coming to be!
You're cut above.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, it seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you had no connection to the Gnosis.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you and Mons. You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess this battle has already left me sad. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a
Pretty sure that's not the normal...
Unfortunately, I must bring this, given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by any... In fact, it might...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce. As such, we must
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the... Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as...
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant...
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR... If such an ancient god would be unleashed, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just...
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago.
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been...
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Exhaust. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just... Do we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon...
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how did... Just seeing this Overlord...
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even stand at attention without which is why we must stop that monster before.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against... So will the power of the Chising, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here...
We've already discussed this together.
What? Wait, all of you were supposed to be the guardian...
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista, and as fate would have it, for what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms?
I suppose this is one blessing from... So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the we haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millelith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Incoming!
My duty.
Absorption test. Animo test 63. Speed up.
Goodness.
Don't blink!
Burst forth!
Speed! Cut to the chase!
I see through you.
Come into being!
Looks like I...
Moment of birth!
Too far.
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Incoming! Hey!
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
These attacks will break you. Stay right.
Huh? Nowhere to hide.
The ancient gods attacking again! There are so many victories too! We kill them!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body, it's like the tiny giant cars. Wow, it's Madam Ping's shockwave. This grid is really strong. Don't blink. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Stand clear. Animal test 6308.
Yes.
Animal hyperstasis in you. With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Yes. This is it.
Incoming! Hey! Yeah! Animal test 6302. Enhanced animal module.
Wind blade!
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Speed. Stand clear.
Killjoy! We've only just begun.
Wind blade!
Swirl. Mark 2.
This!
This isn't good.
Don't blink.
Come into being!
Absorption test. Stand clear. Shine.
Speak good! The Fatui's numbers are fitting!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short... It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make...
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be...
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had all... At first, it was only the size of a small room. But it is a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well...
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our record, even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the... But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all the... Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our means of protecting...
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti
Forebearers, you say? One doubts...
This morning,
What?
in the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove, but I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the...
Though your point is the very height of as Adepti, we've become a laughingstock.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should...
I apologize for appearing in full armor.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend... I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise...
Huh? Why does everyone look so...
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful... When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to
Huh?
because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aw.
You see, this is what the country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. Although their blood is weak, the time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit...
Your line of inquiry is askew.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have... But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adept... Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless right? The party that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure...
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring... Oh, it seems that some of your friends...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit...
Paimon knew that we should never have...
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had any... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually,
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled.
sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give—
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon—
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowds, asking—
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next— So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing. Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly That's right. Which is—
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply—
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that the Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crime. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power
Huh? That doesn't—
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also—
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically—
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting—
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such—
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking, there is—
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the As for the bargaining chip that the Tsarit— uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
So, are you buying or not?
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean...
Yes, and to think that this happened...
Say, do you think the person who...
Now that you mention it, I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the... Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this...
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millelith over there looks...
Well, since we're going through... So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow.
The Fatui? They certainly are...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their...
Hear ye all! The chief, though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a trick. So that's how something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking? Could the cheesing already have... Did Zhongli... Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like... Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning...
3,700 years of contracts.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous.
The long, unending dream of our...
Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we re-establish our...
So concludes the words of Her Eminence. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add? Huh? Is she looking this?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking...
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the...
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Perhaps memento...
As for them...
But it seems as... Well, that's fine.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this! Everyone in Liyue is caught up, and here you are looking...
Why would I not feel right if the two of you can spare the...
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you.
You're right. I do like...
But why would Morax lack make more?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from...
Oh, no wonder! But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax could never experience life. I must thank you. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling, that is true. But there is...
Paimon thinks that we should make a...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation... Yes. The nation had the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lap...
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma... Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their... But if a person shows true strength of... This is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how people...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders. And...
They want to seize visions, but...
I should think that in the Raiden...
Whoa!
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden... The fact that even I... the oldest of the seven, have now, knowing her. She must have 7 ideals for 7 gods. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did... I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relation... Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger... all right then. Was there anything else you...
That's right. Zhongli, since Morax is... Also, isn't the Golden House the only...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But...
This is...
Yes, this is indeed a major... Well...
Then, did you at least set...
Oh, a private fund. It's a...
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. Kuching is absolutely right now. Though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, could the original person who brought up... All right then. Was there anything else? Ah, that was a good one. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident... I hinted as much. How did I accomplish that, you... All right then. Was there anything else you... The time of the Adepti... Kuching is absolutely right now. Could the original person... All right then. Was there... Well then. I suppose you'll have to find a way to...